congestion around Morgantown seems to be an unsolvable problem. I'm Ann Rice, and coming up next on WVU News, I'll tell you how to help.
I'm Matthew Pack, and coming up on WVU News, I'm going to show you how to save over 80% off your next water and electric bill.
I'm Paul Espinosa, and coming up this week on WVU News, I'll tell you some of the key ingredients to making a restaurant franchise successful. WVU News starts now. Traffic around Morgantown can sometimes be time-consuming, but WVU is now reaching out to students and suggesting other options. I'm Paul Espinosa.
In hopes of reducing travel time, school officials are helping students make better use of public transportation. I'm Marissa Statler, and you're watching WVU News, a newscast produced by journalism students at West Virginia University. For most who choose to drive through campus, it's not uncommon to get stuck in traffic. It can sometimes be a nerve-wracking experience. Unfortunately, congestion has become the standard here in Morgantown.
That's right, Marissa, but there are plenty of alternatives students can use that might actually save them time and money. WVU campus reporter Ann Rice joins us with the story. Ann?
Thanks, Paul and Marissa. As many WVU students will tell you, driving through Morgantown in the afternoon goes hand in hand with sitting in stop-and-go traffic. Recently, WVU hosted Traffic Week to make students aware of different services available on campus. As I found out, getting around Morgantown doesn't always have to be a stressful experience. With 27,000 students attending WVU, traffic congestion around Morgantown is a problem. For students like Rick Wright who live off campus, getting to class is not always an easy task.
I normally take the bus or I drive, but driving is just really inconvenient when it comes to finding parking spots and anything like that. The busway, it just dropped me off right in front of the mountain layer, right down the corner in front of the B&E building. Just makes it a lot more convenient to get downtown.
The WVU Department of Transportation and Parking is promoting different ways to get around campus to help reduce congestion. Some of the options include the PRT, a carpool program called Zimride, a new short-term car sharing program called Zipcar, the Mountain Line bus service, and of course, walking. Nick Halfill says the Department of Transportation is encouraging students to help by trying these options out.
They could do their part in just, walking or biking or taking, some of these alternative programs that help take some cars off the road.
Over 15,000 students ride the PRT daily. If you choose to ride the PRT, not only will you help traffic congestion, but you'll save money.
PRT, you can go down there about any time and catch it, and it's open 6 days a week, so it works out pretty well.
Officials are hopeful students will consider using the wide variety of transportation available on campus. For any questions, comments, complaints, or suggestions about transportation options in Morgantown, feel free to contact the Department of Transportation at 304-285-3145. Paul, back to you.
While public transportation can save you gas money, there are some simple things you can also do around the house to reduce your utility bill. Our consumer reporter Matthew Peck recently found out how easy it is to save money by saving energy.
Saving energy can be difficult in this economy, but Mike Beafor and his family recently built a new home that is more energy efficient.
We have a double insulation in our attic that has cut our fuel consumption in the wintertime by about 25%.
Beafor also has an energy efficient washer, dryer, and low flow toilets. This saves them on their utilities bill.
There's probably about a 20% decrease in our electric bill, as well as probably 25% decrease in our propane.
Consumers who install energy-efficient products in their home can also receive a state and federal tax credit. Tom Witt is the director of WVU Business and Economic Research. He believes that the tax credit is good for West Virginia.
The federal is a credit on your income tax. The Energy Star credit that the state of West Virginia has is basically says that you will not pay sales tax on the purchase.
Beafor has also installed low-flow shower heads, which save him money on his water bill. Regular shower heads can reach up to 80 pounds per square inch, which is more than 2 gallons of water, while low-flow shower heads can reach up to 60 pounds per square inch, which is 1 gallon of water. That's a total of 25 to 60% of water being saved per shower head. For consumers who don't want to go this route, just by turning out the light can save you on your next energy bill. Matthew Peck, WVU News, Morgantown.
In addition, West Virginia residents who have replaced an existing appliance with one made by the Energy Star company are now able to apply for an energy efficient appliance rebate. For more information, visit www.wvappliancerebate.com.
Longtime city manager Dan Boroff has been a vital leader for the city of Morgantown. After nearly 2 decades of committed work, he will be retiring. During his last city council meeting, each member thanked Boroff for his hard work, service, and dedication. In his 18 years as city manager, Boroff was a leader in transforming Morgantown into the thriving city that it is today. Although he has no involvement with the selection process for his replacement, Boroff feels the job will go to the right person.
They've been working very, very hard on that over the past 4 months. They've been very careful and deliberate, and I'm confident they're going to get an excellent candidate put in place.
Assistant City Manager Jeff McCorsky will be filling in until a candidate is selected. The City Council is currently holding a national search and should be making a selection in October.
One of the many accomplishments of Dan Boroff's career was helping to maintain Morgantown's economic success. Along with having the lowest unemployment rate in the entire country, Morgantown has also been able to cope with the recession better than most small cities. Recently, I found out how one local franchise has been able to weather the storm. Oliverio's Restaurante has been around for nearly a half a century. It was started by the Oliverio family in 1965 in Bridgeport, West Virginia. That small sandwich shop has evolved into 2 full-service restaurants, a cafe, and a banquet hall.
I think that they really feel a sense of family. They see family members working here, and they sort of get a sense of just the family atmosphere.
Polly Oliverio Washburn manages the restaurant's newest full-service location in the Wharf District of Morgantown, and she is happy to report that business is back up. Ken Buzz is the president of the Morgantown Area Chamber of Commerce. He says there are several keys to making a franchise successful.
It's actually pretty simple. It's good service, a good product. In the case of Oliverio's, it's good service and good food, and people will frequent places like that, businesses that do both.
Location is also important to any restaurant. Proximity to local attractions, lodging, and major roads are all key factors to the success of the franchise. Polly admits that Oliverio's has not been recession-proof, but she says the small-town feel of Oliverio's is a key to its past and future success.
Just being in the community and feeling that sense of, just a family atmosphere.
And having that connection with customers might be the biggest ingredient to Oliverio's success. Now, studies have shown that of all businesses, franchises have the greatest success rate with the least amount of risk. In fact, the United States Chamber of Commerce says that within 5 years of opening, a franchise has a 97% success rate compared to a non-franchise business.
Sometimes when business becomes too much to think about, you need to do something to relax. If you're a fan of the outdoors, West Virginia is home to some of the best rock climbing in the country. We sent WVU News reporter Jeremy Neely to find out more.
Stephen Sedlock is a rock climber who is always looking for the next challenge wherever he can find it.
Go out to Colorado, out west, here, Cooper's Rock, West Virginia. It's fun. Anywhere, drive on the side of a road, climb.
Outdoor climbing isn't the only way to enjoy this sport. Many climbers go to the WVU Rec Center to take advantage of the rock wall. Jonathan Vickers works at WVU Climbing Wall. He explains some of the advantages to climbing at the Rec Center.
In here, our floor is completely padded. We have a lot of policies and procedures that people have to adhere to. Generally, if you're climbing, holds aren't going to break off of our climbing wall.
The rock wall at WVU's Rec Center is over 50 feet tall and can be a bit overwhelming for newcomers. That's why Jonathan Vickers and his climbing staff have installed different colored tape to help guide your way to the top.
If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you might climb one of our boulder problems or one of our top rope routes.
Not everybody has the option to switch to indoor climbing when the weather isn't good. Sedlock gives us one reason why he doesn't climb indoors.
I don't have money. This is free.
If you're interested in rock climbing, contact the WVU Outdoor Rec Center at 304-293-2203. Jeremy Neely, WVU News, Morgantown.
If If you decide to give rock climbing a try, remember to always wear a safety harness and to at least take advantage of the rec center's indoor wall first.
That's right, Marissa. Safety first. Well, coming up next on WVU News, we'll tell you why Morgantown sports fans are receiving some national attention.
Up on WVU News, I'm Paul King, and I'll tell you about a sports honor that Morgantown recently received.
WVU, West Virginia's window to the world.
West Virginia University has long had a reputation for taking its sports very seriously. Whether it be football, basketball, soccer, or even our 14-time NCAA championship winning rifle team, there's always plenty of Mountaineer pride and support.
That's right, Paul. WVU athletic program has long been regarded as one of the best college programs in the country, and now we're finally getting some national recognition. WVU News sports reporter Paul King joins us with the story. Paul?
Thanks, Marissa and Paul. With football season now fully underway, Mountaineer fans are once again showing their school pride. In West Virginia, the Mountaineers are more than just a college sports team. They represent the livelihood of the entire state. And now, a recent national poll has put WVU on the college sports map. Morgantown is well known for its rowdy fans and passion for Mountaineer sports, and head football coach Bill Stewart says there's something special about that.
There's not a better small city in America than Morgantown, West Virginia, to grow up and be a college student because, man, it's safe, it's secure, it's tucked away here. All of our people have great middle Atlantic values.
Budget travel has tabbed Morgantown as one of the top 8 college football towns in all of America. That's a pretty impressive feat for a town without a single professional sports team. Morgantown Mayor Bill Burns says Mountaineer athletics have a big impact on the town.
The football team and the basketball team are very important to the state and to all Mountaineers. And we as Morgantown Mountaineers consider it a real honor and a privilege to be the community that hosts that group.
Whether it's the 60,000 fans here at Milan Puskar Stadium for football, or the 15,000 fans here at the Coliseum rooting on the basketball team, the Mountaineer faithful rank among the best. Some other towns that made the list include Austin, Texas, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Oxford, Mississippi. It's not the first time Morgantown's received attention for its passionate fans. Sporting News also ranks Morgantown in the top 25 sports cities in the nation.
I feel good. It makes it, we're doing something right, but people care about their football here.
Even when the Mountaineers aren't playing, the University City wears a long-standing tradition of Mountaineer pride. Even with our most recent loss to LSU, the Mountaineer Nation is still as confident in it as ever. I'm looking forward to our next game against UNLV, a school we've never played before. I'm personally looking forward to watching Gino and the boys introduce WVU to Las Vegas. Marissa, Paul, back to you.
I'm with you, Paul. I can't wait to see how we bounce back off that tough loss to LSU. And you know, it's always exciting to play a team for the first time in school history.
Yes. Hopefully we can rally and show the Runnin' Rebels what the Mountaineers are all about.
Well, that's all this week for WVU News. Remember to visit us online at itunes.wvu.edu. I'm Paul Espinoza.
And I'm Marissa Statler. You can also watch any of our shows on YouTube. The address is at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for watching WVU News.